Hey, Soul Tribe. I'm KamalaDevi, and this is our team for ISTA San Diego. We just finished a really deep, beautiful meditation. And so I'm not going to so much go around the circle and tell you who we are and how awesome we are, although I'd love, to have you meet the team. Mostly the intention of this is to give you a transmission of what came through our meditation, just a glimpse of what's in our hearts with the intention of upgrading your relationship to your heart and seeing if you resonate. So I want to pass it to you, Javi. Let's hear a little bit about how your relationship to the heart, to the deep heart.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, my relationship to the deep heart is an ongoing growth process as I learn to really keep the back of my heart open, which is all about receiving so that I can feel blessings and everything just come through and just allows me to be in the flow, which is really all about flowing in life, flowing in love, and really that piece of living a life of love comes from that flow. And so that's really where I keep a lot of my uh, energy and presence is remembering, oh, is the back of my heart open? Because when I feel anxiety, it usually means that, oh, my protector systems are up and the back of my heart is closed. So then I'm like, oh, I'm feeling anxiety. Let me check the back of my heart. Let me open it up. Let me get back into the flow so that I can really be in a place of walking the path of the heart.
Yeah, I have
And
two
that is,
images as you're
yes.
sharing that. And one is just that's where our wings, our angel wings kind of come out of our back.
Mhm.
And then also just a back
Yeah,
door of the heart, just keeping that wide open.
right. Yeah. Yeah. So that's effectively um I'm striving to live my life every day, and I'd love to continue to learn and grow and share these gifts. Thank you.
You were saying a bit about the front of the heart too. Do you want to talk about
Yeah,
the protector?
the front of the heart is, well, I mean, the rest of the heart, the front of the heart is all about love. The heart is all about love and connection to the divine. And then we have like when that anxiety comes up or fear or anything else or hurt, I feel that as like that's my heart protector. Like if someone does something or says something that's hurtful or the world does something is happening in the world that is hurtful, it isn't that my heart is hurt or that I'm heartbroken, even though that's how it feels, because my heart is all about love and compassion and forgiveness and transcendence. It's actually my heart protector trying to keep me safe in this 3D world.
Mm.
So it's like, oh, okay, I'm feeling this pain. I'm feeling this hurt. There's like, an element of danger here or whatever it may be. That's something that my heart protector is trying to protect me from something. So
Yeah.
that's that, yeah. So that's the distinction is to just always come back to that flow and love and the path of the heart and the path of love versus, yeah,
I
fear.
love this because it points to how unbreakable love is.
Mm-hmm.
And it also, we're all collectively going through a heartbreak. And I know that, ISTA San Diego is happening like a month before the elections, which is a wild, intense time for the world. So there's a lot of stress and grief
Tenderness,
and intensity.
tenderness.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Liz, did you want to talk a little bit about the heartbreak and the heart and how to handle grief?
Yeah,
Grief, I think. Yeah. Go ahead,
yeah,
Liz.
um, yeah. So for me, it's something that I find actually keeps my heart open, right? Because I often view the heart in a dilation process, like of wanting to contract and expand, and that actually some of the things that break my heart deepest are cracking me open into deeper love. And I see that all the time with just natural change that happens, right? I had a like baby birds that I was watching that are being fed by their mom, and then the baby birds flew away, and it's totally natural. And there's something about that, even something about watching my son grow up. It's this natural process that happens, and I love him so much, and my love expands. And also, there's in conjunction a deep grief that I feel as that process happens, as this natural process of parenting or living. My mom actually died 2 months ago.
Mm.
And so, again, like there's this deep love and also the deep heartbreak of that, and finding the pathway to actually being able to feel the grief, to allow myself to be penetrated by the pain so that I can expand into more love, into more appreciation, into gratitude for what is. So, and honestly, like grief is something that I've learned through, many years of going into ISTA, learning how to feel and learning that I can hold myself in these really big feelings. Has been such a gift to me to be able to actually like walk this path of the heart, of the open heart, and to allow myself to keep expanding in love.
Whew, that's big. Mother death. And I just feeling you in it because, we all have mothers and there's such connections to like, the divine mother, but it's like the archetype that's bigger than us, but it's so unique. And so, we all have that unique mother story. And yeah, I think there's a mother heart. My son's also leaving the nest next year, and then my mother heart feels it. So thank you. Yeah. What's alive for you, Philippe, around the heart?
So just earlier I was having some tears come because I started feeling into the group heart, and this is something that's come to me over the last few years more and more strongly. And it feels like one of the most important things for me is to feel like I'm in like it's not just my heart, but I'm living. My heart is living inside of a larger group heart, which can be the community, which could be my home, the heart of my home, the heart of groups of friends, and it shows up at ISTA as well. Like at an ISTA, there's a group of people. Most of them have never met each other, and they start engaging with each other. They start doing intense things with each other, and sometimes really tender things with each other. And it's through this process that in all the connections that form, that I feel like it weaves a group heart. Yeah. And there's always a point a few days in where I can feel the heartbeat. And it's one person's share, or it's something that one person says, or something that one person does, or it's the way that the group kind of moves with it together. I feel it. And I feel the heart of the group come alive, and I can feel myself being part of that group heart. And there's this deepened sense of belonging that always touches me. Yeah. And I create this, and I noticed I create this again and again in my life because I feel it's so precious. It's like we're humans, but we're also deeply social creatures. We can't do it alone. Or we can try, and some people do, and it's okay. But there's a way that doing it together is like creates a life that's so much more fulfilling for us.
You're such a beautiful community builder, really, Philippe, just watching you as you gather temples again and again. And it really does come alive. Yeah.
Yeah. And I realized that I always tell people, like, don't just come for ISTA, come for the tribe. You don't realize that once you've done this, it's like you've done the same thing and that thousands of people have done. Now you can go anywhere around the world. You've got couches everywhere around the world that you can sleep on, because people will say, you're one of us. I'm one of you. Yeah. We're all part of that larger group. And we really are as humans, but there's a way that having these common experiences really brings it home.
Yeah, I want to name that, like, because we talk about the personal heart, which is so intimate and individual. And then as you're talking about the community heart, it's larger, but it puts us in touch with the heart of humanity, like something that is beating inside all of us, that moves us, and that we can serve. We get to serve the greater whole as we wake up. And really, this journey is a journey of awakening. It's moving from the small self into the big love of the heart of humanity. And it is powerful. I will say that ISTA, because we've been in 45 countries and we've got this awakening and this conversation, it's really there's a lot of momentum globally, and whether or not you consider yourself part of the tribe or in in that community, there's a greater story that's being told, and we get to rewrite, our small stories in this process. And it's a love story. So I hope that our various transmissions on the heart inspire your love. And I want to say that we really welcome all kinds of love, just because I happen to be gender transcendent and polyamorous, and I have my unique way of loving. Like, there's deep honor and welcome to the whole spectrum of love. Takes many forms, and our journey is essentially for you to get to know your heart and to be true to that, and to be able to do that seen and celebrated, in tribe.
That's something else. Part of I love the beauty of the heart analogy is, while there's one part of the heart that's beating, the other part of the heart is resting. So part of being a part of a group heart is that some people are shining while some other people are resting or self-caring. And so we don't have to be everything all at once. We can actually, we can take a step forward, we can take a step back, we can breathe, we can cycle. And there's something really beautiful about being part of something bigger that allows us to take those step backs and doing the care that we need to do, either for ourselves or for others.
Absolutely. I mean, even the fact that we teach in triads, I'm so honored to be teaching with Liz and with Javi. And there's times when I've got the charge, there's times when Javi does and Liz does, and it's like, oh, we get to pass that lightning around for the purpose of empowering everybody there to recognize their own inner guru. It's like, it's not about us, it's about how do we empower you to take the charge when you have it, and to rest and know that you're held when you don't. Beautiful. So anything else before Philippe tells us how to sign up or how to, get more information? We really hope that you're touched by this called, and San Diego's this is my home and favorite place to do this work. So I'm really, really hoping that you join us in the high desert this fall. Philippe?
So the training is in the mountains east of San Diego, about an hour and 15, close to the border. It's beautiful, beautiful retreat center there. And it's going to be October 1st to 8th. And so if you're interested in joining us, you can go to ista.life. You can find our training there. And you can also contact me directly, or any of the facilitators here. If you know them better, just say, hey, I'm interested, raising my hand. We're also still looking for assistance. So in assistance is an act of service. Like, if act of service is your love language, that can be really helpful. But if you want to express, you want to speak your love through acts of service, that also works. And it can still be words, but expressed this way. And there's all the love languages can apply. But yeah, it's really about bringing yourself to support others in having an experience that allows them to take steps forward in their humanness, in their depth, and their expression.
Beautiful. Well, we look forward to connecting soon. Blessings.